David, Amber, Dev.
I'm halfway through my first year at university, and I'm back home in Aberdeen for Christmas. I have a new phone and a new number. I spend an afternoon texting all of my new university friends that "This is David, this is my new number." The girl I have a crush on replies asking which
David.
this is, and I reply that it's David from Halls. My phone buzzes not long after that. Ah, yes. My David. When I see her again, she's thinking about switching courses. She drops out of university not long after that. I didn't go to her wedding. I don't even remember if I was invited.
Amber.
It's winter, and my first Christmas with my new name. I realise I've donated all of my warm boy clothes other than one big coat, and haven't replaced them. I learned to really love that one big coat. All of the cards from my friends are addressed to
Amber.
All the cards from my family are addressed to
David.
My sister addresses her card to both. I'm not sure which person reads them.
David.
It's our wedding day, our actual wedding day, a year after we signed the papers with socially distanced witnesses. Our best friend officiates. She quietly tells me she's tried to make the ceremony as gender neutral as possible. I have not told my parents yet. My wife's dad tells me after the ceremony he was confused about who this
David.
person was. Her parents have always known me as
Dev.
the nickname my wife has always called me. Maybe she figured it out before I did.
Amber.
It's the first audio drama industry event with my new name. It's the middle of a heatwave in London. In September. Everybody calls me
Amber.
as if it's the easiest thing in the world. And I wonder why it feels like everyone else seems to believe me more than I do.
David.
It's my first proper solo gig that isn't an open mic night. I meet another musician who tells me that, bizarrely, they already know someone called David Devereaux. They say it sounds like the name of a famous person. I say that maybe, one day, it will be. I steal a poster on the way out. It was the first time my name had been on a poster. I still have it in my office.
Amber.
I messaged my oldest friend, the best man at my wedding, and the only person that still calls me
David.
that isn't in my immediate family, to tell her that I'm thinking of changing my name. She asks me what I'm thinking of changing it to. I tell her,
Amber.
and she sends a list of reasons why it's the perfect fit. As a Christmas present, she takes me to get my ears pierced.
David.
When I went to university, everyone I became close friends with eventually all started calling me
Dev.
And after I graduated, I just started introducing myself as,
Dev.
even before I realised I was non-binary.
David.
Felt like a formality, a name for official documents, bank cards and council tax bills. Not a name that felt integral to who I really was. It wasn't until I got sent a contract for Dev Devereaux that I realised that there was an incongruence between me on paper and me in real life.
Amber.
I'm still working to right that incongruence, to bring the worlds of
David.
and
Amber.
together. To a certain extent, I'm still,
Dev.
and I still get called that. And it's still correct. Whatever correct means in this context. I still keep.
David.
I keep it as something of a middle name. For now, at least. We leave many things behind when we transition, but we are allowed some mementos of our past selves for the journey. Like a big coat, or an old gig poster, or wedding photos. For now, I exist in between
David.
and
Amber.
somewhere in the middle of the loading bar. It is disorientating at times, and there is a lot of paperwork and admin-based whack-a-mole. But I'm also in the place between worlds where I get to experience the euphoria of old friends calling me
Amber.
like they've never called me anything else. Of my friend sending me a screenshot of an amber weather warning and saying, they've seen you coming this time. Of my producer at the big podcast I work at recording 2 different versions of the credits, so I get to pick which one feels right. Of seeing my new name written down, and smiling, and thinking, that's it. That's me. That's my name.